Welcome to the second video in a series of trading videos on how to trade like Jim of all trades. I'm Jim, and I encourage you to watch the introductory video, video one in this series, so you get an overview of what this course teaches. In this video, I want to give the overview of what we're going to be covering here. We're going to be talking about trading software. If you're going to learn to trade, excuse me, you need trading software. I use Tradingview, and that's what I'm going to teach you to use here as well. So in this video, we're going to look up how to create an account on Tradingview.com. We're going to look at an overview of the functionality of the software, just kind of give you an idea of what you can do with it and the basic functionality and how to navigate through it. How to create a favorites list and look up different charts and keep a list of those charts, as well as navigating through the TradingView community to see forums, community forums to see published charts that other traders have uh, placed. Finally, we want to use TradingView to paper trade. To trade on paper, basically, it's trading without real money. To practice trading using our strategies as we learn them, you can keep an account. You can know whether you're being a successful trader without having to create a demo account anywhere, or without having to actually do it on paper and keeping track that way. So that's what we're trying to do in this video. All right, so let's jump in. So what you want to do is you want to go to TradingView. Just type in your browser tradingview.com. It's all one word, like so. You can just pause the video now. Go ahead and do that. Once you follow along with me as we do it, and just go to tradingview.com. And this is what it should look like the first time you show up to the chart, to tradingview.com. Now, what you'll notice here on the screen is that you have an ideas area. You have different markets. You can look up currencies, stocks, indices, futures, bonds. This TradingView is for all types of traders, okay? But here's cryptocurrencies as well. You can They have scripts for people. There are indicators we're going to be talking about down the road in TradingView. We're not going to be talking about indicators today too much. I'm just going to show you what indicators are, which ones I use mainly. But basically, the main ideas I want to focus in on are the chart and the ideas portion of TradingView. Well, what you're going to want to do is join for free. You don't have to. You can actually go to charts without joining, but I prefer to join. You can join for free. There's absolutely no money you have to pay. If you want more functionality, you pay for functionality. So I'm a pay user, and so I pay for functionality in TradingView. But you don't have to be. You can join a free account. Just click join for free, and that brings you here. You can sign up right here. Put your username, an email, a password. Read their comments. You're not a robot, and sign up, and that's it. Okay. Um, so yeah, once you've done that. Oh, sorry about that. Let me just say no thanks here. Let me go back to tradingview.com. Sorry about that. Okay, so once you've done that, once you've signed up, you want to click chart right here, and that'll take you to the main screen, the chart screen right here. You're going to get these pop-up windows, and they're going to try to get you to sign up or to, to have. You can get a 30-day free trial of the paid version, so you can see the difference. I recommend that you use the non-paid version for a while, then try the 30-day trial of the paid version, just so you can see the difference in the functionality there. We're going to say no thanks. Now, just to help you kind of navigate through this screen, what you're going to notice up here is this is where the chart name is going to be entered. Now, the chart. So this box right here is you're going to click in this box, and you're gonna type the symbol abbreviation for the chart that you want. So you need to know some of the main symbol, what do you call it, abbreviations. Okay, let me just give you a list of some of the major ones. Okay, if it's Bitcoin, it's BTC. Okay, if it's Litecoin, it's LTC. Ethereum is ETH. I think Ripple is XRP, and so on. So there's some of the main ones that a lot of people trade. I guess some other people trade BCH as well. Whatever you probably know you probably know the abbreviation of the one that you're looking at. So what you'll do is if you want to get to a Bitcoin chart, you just simply type in BTC. Okay, and then it's the BTC against the USD, so you'll type in USD, BTC USD, and what you'll find is that there are many charts here that show the BTC USD. Now, what you want to do is find your exchange. I use Coinbase, so I use the Coinbase exchange, but if you're on Bitfinex or Bitstamp or Gemini or these different exchanges, you can choose those exchanges. So find the one. There may be a USDT, which is Tether, and so you can also find your different account there. So find the one that you're on. I use Coinbase, and so that's what we'll click there. Um, and with the unpaid account, you basically you're going to get these advertisements on here. So just understand that. It's kind of annoying, but that's what you get with a free account on BTC. Now, if you would like to create this as a favorite, if you click over here, you got a sidebar here. This top one right here, if I just point and hold on, it says a watch list. So we're going to open up the watch list, and we want to create a new watch list. Okay, now you have to have an account, right? This you have to have the upgraded plans to have a watch list. So we're going to say no thanks. But to add a symbol to the watch list, you're basically just going to say I want BTC USD USD, and then I'm going to choose the one that I want, and it's gonna want you to log in. So okay, so I'm logged back in now, and I what I want to show you now is if you want to add, you got to be logged in to add a symbol to your watch list. Okay, so you can create a watch list, create a new list right here. You simply you give it a name. You might just say crypto. Okay, you might have a list for Forex. You might have so you can create a watch list. I already have a watch list. To add a symbol, you simply type in the symbol. So let's add XRP USD to this list here. It's Coinbase. Let's use the Coinbase version of it, and there it is. And there it is in my watch list. You can also change the order of it wherever you want it to be. Okay. All right. To quickly navigate to that chart, you simply click on it over here. If you don't have it in your watch list, you can simply type it in over here, and it'll bring the chart up. Okay, so that's how you get to a chart, and that's how you create a watch list. Okay, so you play with that and add some of your favorite symbols to it from the different exchanges that you like, and you can pause the video and try those things. All right, now let's go. Now let's say I don't mess with the Ripple chart hardly ever, but what you now want to understand are the time frames. Okay, the time frames of a chart are each the time frame basically is the indication of how many minutes of information you want each candle to represent. So right now this is the 15-minute chart. That means uh, every candle that you see is 15 minutes of trading time. Okay. Now a black candle means there was a sell-off in price, and a green candle means there was a buying during that 15 minutes. Now the lower the time frame, the more detail you get. The higher the time frame, the bigger picture that you get. So I just clicked on the daily chart, and you can see how it's really odd. So some quick navigation tips here. Number one, if you want the chart to look right quickly, you simply over on this side of the screen, you simply double click on the numbers over here. Boom. And what that does is that just auto sizes the chart. Okay. Now, in order to increase the size of the chart, to zoom in, you simply scroll up with your mouse, and you can zoom back out. So you can zoom in, and you can zoom out. Now, notice I'm really unable to move it exactly where I want to. So what you have to do in order to be able to move the chart where you want, you simply, I don't know if you can see my mouse right over here. Just look at my mouse here. I'm over here. You'll see that it has an arrow up and down. If I click and hold and then I drag, I can change how this oriented, and once you change that, then you can kind of zoom in and out and move the chart wherever you want to kind of move it. So sometimes you'll have to do that first. So if you just simply double click, it auto scales it for you, but then you kind of change it a little bit, and now you can zoom in and out and see what you want to see. This is the daily chart. Okay, you can go to an 8-hour chart, and that would mean that would mean that every candle here is worth 8 hours of trading. Okay, I'm zooming out right now, and I'm zooming in right now. If I want to resize it, I can click and hold, and so you're gonna have to play with the chart. So I click and hold, and then I move up and down, and that changes. That you can see how that changes. Zooming in, zooming out. Okay. And so when you want to size your chart, you can kind of get a feel for how to size your chart and center your chart. But double clicking on this area right here just auto centers everything for you. Okay, let's a 4-hour chart is a common chart to be watching as a trader, and so you can see the 4-hour chart here. I can zoom in and out to where you can see different things. Okay, all right, now. So that is the how to change the time frames. You can also add time frames if you have a paid account. You can add. So some of the original time frames, you can see I've added several different weeks. I've also added several different days. So in the non-paid version or the non-subscribed version, I don't think you get all of those. This little button here changes what you see. You can have bars like that where everything you see the beginning and end. I don't ever use those. I use candles. You can use hollow candles if you prefer. You can use a Heikin-Ashi chart, which you can do some YouTube videos on that. Heikin-Ashi charts are pretty cool. They streamline everything for you. You can use just a line graph if you want. Sometimes that's helpful. I use candles all the time, and that's my setup. Okay, you can change the colors by right clicking, and you get a whole settings arena here. So you can click settings, and you can change the color of the candles to whatever color you want. You can have red candles, you can have black candles, and so on. So I prefer black and green. I like this setup, so I have it. You can also, it has some presets as well. Let's see, remember where those presets are. Here's a template right here. No, that's saving a template. You can create templates if you appearance. Let's see, appearance. I cannot remember. I thought there was like a night, like a dark one and a light one, and I can't remember. Can't remember. You have to play with it. All right, so yeah, you can change that. If you want to. If you want to take a picture of this and share it, like in our group or something, take a picture of your chart. There's a little icon of a camera right here. You simply click on the camera, and you can save the image, and that's what I usually hit, save image. I then right click, I copy. I'll go to Facebook, for instance. This is the Litecoin swing trading community. Let me get out of this for a second. So say you wanted to share a post here in the Litecoin swing trading community, you can simply click here and hit paste, and that'll paste the chart right in there. You can say something about it and paste it. So yeah, and then you can post that chart image up. So that's the way you can share charts as well. You can also you can hit that. You can also just create a link. So this is a link to this chart where people can see an online version of the picture that you create. So you just hit copy and then paste that into Facebook as well. Okay, so that's how you can share a picture. Let's see. Okay, over here you've got a toolbars. This is where you can draw lines and draw boxes in different shapes. So you're gonna want to play with these right here. I'm not gonna teach you everything here. This one right here is your fib. All the fib tools and GAN tools. That's another video for another time. I'll be teaching you how to use fibs and whatnot. That's for another time. But right now you're going to just want to basically play with trend lines. You're going to want to play with horizontal lines, array, vertical lines, arrows, things of that nature. Maybe parallel trends. So let me just take a minute and show you how to do a couple of these. Trend lines are going to be one you want to do most often. Now what you'll notice is that some of these have stars by them because these are the ones that I use most often. So what you're going to want to do is put stars next to the ones that you use a lot. And down here you see this star? When I toggle this star to be blue, my little favorites bar, all the ones that I have starred from in all of these different tools, come right here, and so I can just grab what I need always. And I just kind of keep it down here at this bottom right here. So when I'm charting, I can just have really quick and easy access to what I want. So the trend line is here, and all that is a 2-point line. I click on that trend line tool, which is right here. It says trend line, and I click on the first point, and then I drag, and I can click on a second point, and I've created a line on my chart. You can just grab that little circle and you can make it bigger or make it smaller. Okay. You also have when you click off of it, you can just see the line, but when you touch, see how it turns to a little hand, you can touch that, and then a toolbar comes up, and then you can change its color if you want to change its color. You can change how dark you and how thick the line is or how thin the line is. Um, you can have dotted lines. You can have straight lines. You can do um, an arrow there. You can see how that's a down arrow or an up arrow. I didn't change it, but you get the idea. So there are different types of arrows you can do, and different types of trend lines you can do. Okay, so we're going to delete that guy. We're going to put a trend line on here. For instance, here's a toggle my favorites there. There's a trend line there. I see that trend. Let's see. Let's draw another trend line here for XRP since we're just playing with this one. Okay, you can see how we broke out of the trend line here. So this trend has kind of been broken, and so the question is this going to continue to the upside? It's going to break down and continue to the upside. So you can do that. So that's so you play with trend lines. Okay. You also have Elliott tools as well. The Elliott tools are right here where it says A to C. The ones I use are basically impulse, triangles, WXYZ. ABC and WXY, those are the main ones, and they're already down here. The basic way you do that is if you want an impulse, you just simply you click at the beginning. There's 1 right there. Wherever you click, it's going to drop a number. 2, okay, 3, 4, and 5 is probably coming down here, something like that. If you click over here at settings, which is that little wheel, that settings wheel, you can click and you can show the wave. I like to show the waves a lot, but when they clutter my chart, I often don't want to see that wave, so you can toggle that. You can also change the color of the line here. You can change the thickness of the line and how thick that line is showing on your chart. So it can be anything like that. You can also double click on it and bring up that as well. So double clicking on the line will also help you as well. All right. What else is useful for a quick? Here's a little here's a shapes box. These are different shapes that you often want to be able to draw an arc. Or I usually basically just use the brush tool and the rectangle. Those are my two that I normally use. Rectangles just kind of show my price targets, or if I just want to highlight something and put a box around something so it draws your attention to it. You can also double click on that, change the color of the box to red or whatever color you want. You can also change, let's see, yeah, pretty much that's it. If you can also change the line thickness up here. So whenever you activate something that's got circles around it, you'll always get a little pop-up box that you can change the settings for. So if you click on it, it'll bring up that, and you can drag that anywhere you want so it's not in your way. You can bring it to the front, you can send it behind. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. You can even leave it there but toggle it so it's not seen. Okay, so it's not seen there. Now I can't see it. Well, I just hit Control Z and it brought it right back. So there's a way to delete it and bring it back there. Okay, what else might be helpful here? Let's see. I think I've given you pretty much the overview of Tradingview. I've kind of just help you navigate. Start playing with it. Now, if you want to put indicators on your screen, indicators is right up here. You simply click there. These are the basic indicators that are already in there. The main ones most people use are, and you can hit stars next to them, and they become your favorites. You've got moving average, true range, awesome oscillator. Those are ones I sometimes consult. Ichimoku, MACD, the primary moving averages are the ones I use a lot, and then finally the relative strength index, which is the RSI or the stochastic RSI. Those are the ones. Click RSI, and that comes on the chart. You notice you see 2 of them there because I already had one on my chart. Now I'll show you a quick trick here. If you click off of anything just in this blank area, double clicking toggles your indicator, and then double clicking toggles it off. If double clicking brings it back, if you only want to see your indicator, you just double click in this area down here, and that will only bring the indicator up. Double click and it brings it back. So you can toggle them on and off. Right here as well, you can toggle the volume or turn it off. I usually keep my volume off. I only consult every now and then. I don't like how it clutters up my chart, so I don't leave it there. I've got moving averages that I can toggle on and off when I want it so it doesn't clutter up my chart as well. But my RSI is usually always down there and I pull it. Now you'll notice I have a moving average on my RSI. That's a little bit of a trick, but I'll show that to you at another video. But you can I actually had to put the moving average on the RSI. So you just right click on this area, hit add indicator on RSI, and then you can change it. Okay. All right. Anytime you see a little wheel there, like on your settings wheel, let's see, where's like this little wheel, that means you can control settings, and so you can change colors and scales and line depths and things of that nature. Okay, you can toggle your trading panel on and off. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Let me go back through my notes here. How to create a favorites list, navigating through the. Okay, let's look at navigating through the community next. Okay. Over here, this is going to be your community bar. Okay, if you'll notice, I have alerts. Oh, I didn't teach you how to set an alert. Let me teach you how to set an alert really quick. Say you want to set an alert for when price gets higher than this high. I'm simply going to put on the line where I want the alert. I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit add alert. It's going to then bring up this list. Okay, I'm going to have more actions down here. I want to play a sound. I want to make sure that's checked, and you can go through the different sounds. You can choose how long that thing plays. You can also say you can have notify on the app, which you should have the app on your phone. It'll notify you on your phone. It'll pop up on your screen. It'll send you an email, and I get texts so I usually get 2 to 3 emails. 2 to 3 notifications on my phone when a price hits, and so that's a great way to set an alert for yourself. Okay, over here you'll notice that I have a little light bulb. That's my ideas, and so sometimes I will publish my own ideas. I'll create a chart, I'll hit publish, and I'll create this, and then I'll post it to my account, and people can look at my chart ideas. And if we click over here, you'll see all my ideas. I put an idea out back on July 13th. I said 9,000 Bitcoin is a certainty. And as at least as certain as anybody can be. You'll notice here's the chart that I created back then. It's got a little bit of a play button right here. If you click play, it actually will pull up what has happened since then, and you can see that my projection has looked very correct up to this point. Now, I put a box target here and it hit the top of the box. We'll see if we continue coming down or not. But you can see that it's been playing out nicely, and so as time goes on, it'll continue to fill in that chart, and you can hit the play button of that idea. Here's another big long setting up in the Aussie dollar. This is the Forex. So this is something I put out on the Forex. If I hit so this is the chart that I put out there. This is on the daily, 1 day right there. So if I hit play, you'll see how price has been going up the way I've been saying it's been going up. You can see my price target box that hit the top of that and went on up. And so my ideas are working out great there so far. Here's another opportunity for an AU short-term long here. And so let's see if this played out nicely. Oh, that was kind of an old chart. So yeah, that you can see all the data that just popped up there, and you can kind of go through my other ideas. Let me show you a really cool one that happened in NZD right here, I think. Yep. So I said this. I published this back on May 9th. It is now July 21st. Let's hit the play button and see what it did. Look at that. It did come down a little bit further, but we're heading on up. Okay, and so this is my projection. We're looking for this price to come on up here. So you can browse through your ideas, or if you want to see other people's ideas, I have notifications for these people when they come up for the Euro USD and some different people that I subscribe to. You can subscribe and get notifications. You can also simply go to your tradingview.com. just go to tradingview.com when you're logged in, and you can see the idea. Click ideas right here, and you'll see other people's the different authors and what ideas are out there. You can click on markets and just show the cryptocurrency. Let's look at Bitcoin ideas, and so it's going to bring up Bitcoin. Let's show ideas within Bitcoin, and you'll see the different ideas come up, and you can actually just kind of let's see what this guy has to say about Bitcoin. Drama unfolds as the magical Maybit level. So yeah, we can see what's happening. You can see he's got an ABC. It's much like my pattern as well. He's seeing that, and he gives some description, and so you can navigate through there. So there's a lot here on TradingView that you just need to spend some time going through. Okay, just spend some time playing with it. Go to charts and ideas. Those are your main two areas that you want to spend your time on. Okay, now don't forget, if you want to navigate through your favorites list. If I want to go to BTC, I can just click right here and navigate through BTC. Well, this is going to conclude. This has given us a good bit of information about TradingView. Basically, how to navigate it, how to walk through it. What you need to do to have full functionality is to create an account and just start playing with it. Play with the trend lines, draw boxes, play with Elliott wave counts and things like that. Just start getting used to navigating and moving through the charts and creating different time frames and things of that nature. Practice, practice, practice. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments section. I'll be glad to answer them. I'll be glad to clarify in maybe a future video just how to fix that, and I'll drop a link for you so you can know. But until then, this just concludes our tutorial on TradingView. Go ahead and get your account started. The next video we're going to look at is how to paper trade with TradingView. We're just going to do an exclusive video on just basically how to navigate through paper trading, and that'll be a bit of a shorter video, but that's the next one we're going to create. In the future, we're going to be moving into beyond TradingView. We're going to start talking about who you're up against, and we're going to talk about market makers and how they take your money. That's going to be a very, very important video for you to watch, so you can begin to understand why you lose money when you trade. So we can begin to learn how to have the right frame of mind as we enter into the markets. Till the next one, we'll see you in the next tutorial. Have a great. I hope you do well as you study this material.